What if the life you've always dreamed of isn't a distant fantasy? What if the secret to success, true, soul-shaking, life-altering success, isn't locked away in some ancient vault or reserved for the elite? What if it's already inside you, burning bright, waiting for you to claim it? For decades, I've studied the principles that turn ordinary people into extraordinary legends. Today, I'm going to reveal the most powerful secret to success, a hidden formula so simple, yet so profound, it's transformed millions of lives, including my own. This isn't just a video. This is your wake-up call. This is the moment you stop waiting and start living. Stay with me. Your destiny begins now. Let's start with a question that cuts through the clutter of modern life. What is success? Is it a sprawling mansion on a hill? A bank account that never runs dry? A title that makes people whisper your name in awe? Or is it something deeper, something that sets your soul ablaze? Freedom to live on your own terms. Purpose that gives every sunrise meaning. A life that makes you leap out of bed, heart pounding, ready to conquer the day. Most people chase success without ever stopping to define it. They sprint toward a finish line that doesn't exist, exhausting themselves, chasing shadows, never asking, what am I really after? I said it years ago, and it's as true today as it was then. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy goal. Success isn't a thing you can hold in your hands. It's not a trophy, a paycheck, or a social media post with a million likes. It's a state of being. It's the moment you align your heart, mind, and actions towards something that matters to you. A student burning the midnight oil to earn a degree, that's success. A parent working 2 jobs to give their kids a better future, that's success. An entrepreneur taking the first trembling steps toward a dream, despite the doubts, that's success. But here's the trap most people fall into. They never choose their goal. They let life choose for them. They drift through days, months, years, reacting to circumstances instead of creating them. They say, I'll figure it out later. Or, I'm too busy. Or, the timing isn't right. But later never comes. Busy becomes a life sentence. And the right time is a lie we tell ourselves to avoid the truth. The only time is now. The only person is you. So, let me ask you, what's your worthy goal? What's the one dream that makes your heart race, that keeps you up at night with possibility? What's the vision that makes you feel alive? If you don't know, don't worry. By the end of this message, you'll have the tools to find it. Keep listening. This is where your journey begins. In 1956, I sat down to record a message for a small group of salespeople. I called it the Strangest Secret. I had no idea it would become a global phenomenon, selling over 1 million copies and touching lives across generations. Why did it strike such a chord? Because it revealed a truth so simple, yet so revolutionary, it shook people awake. Are you ready for it? Here it is. We become what we think about most of the time. Pause. Let that sink in. You become what you think about. Your thoughts are the architect of your destiny. Your mind is a garden, and your thoughts are the seeds. Plant thoughts of success, courage, and purpose, and you'll grow a life of abundance. Plant thoughts of fear, doubt, or mediocrity, and that's exactly what you'll harvest. This isn't some mystical idea or new age fluff. It's a law of life, as certain as gravity. Your mind is always working, shaping your reality. Right now, as you hear my voice, your thoughts are building your future. They're carving the path you'll walk tomorrow, next week, next year. They're deciding whether you'll rise to greatness or settle for less. So, let me ask you, what are you thinking about most of the time? Are your thoughts crafting a masterpiece or a prison? Think of your mind as a sculptor, chiseling away at the raw stone of your life. Every thought is a strike of the chisel. Will you shape a statue of strength, beauty, and purpose? Or will you let careless thoughts chip away at your potential, leaving a formless lump? The choice is yours. The chisel is in your hand. Let's make this real. Picture a young woman named Emily. Emily grows up in a small town, surrounded by voices telling her to be realistic. Get a safe job. Don't aim too high. But Emily has a spark inside her. She dreams of becoming a novelist. Every night, she thinks about it. She visualizes her books on shelves, her words inspiring millions. She writes in her journal, studies great authors, and hones her craft. Her thoughts become her fuel. Years later, Emily's novels are bestsellers. She's not just surviving, she's thriving. Why? Because she thought about success relentlessly. Her thoughts shaped her actions. Her actions shaped her life. Now, contrast that with John. John wants more from life, but his mind is a storm of doubt. I'm not smart enough, he tells himself. What if I fail? He spends hours scrolling social media, comparing himself to others. He dwells on what's missing, not what's possible. His thoughts trap him in a cycle of inaction, and so his life stays small. Emily and John aren't different in talent or opportunity. They're different in their thoughts. That's the strangest secret. Your thoughts are your power. They're the steering wheel of your life. They decide whether you soar to new heights or stall in the shadows. So, where are you driving right now? Are you headed toward greatness or nowhere at all? Let's take it further. Think of your mind as a radio station. It's always broadcasting, and the universe is always listening. If you tune your thoughts to success, you'll attract opportunities, people, and ideas that align with that frequency. But if you tune to fear or doubt, you'll attract obstacles and setbacks. You're the DJ of your destiny. What station are you playing? What signal are you sending out to the world? Here's a truth most people don't want to face. Most don't think. They drift. They let the world, TV, social media, negative friends, fill their minds with noise. They don't choose their thoughts. They don't choose their goals. And because of that, they don't choose their destiny. I once said, people with goals succeed because they know where they're going. It's that simple. But most people don't have goals. They have wishes. They have complaints. They have excuses. They say, I'll start tomorrow. Or, I don't have time. Or, it's too late for me. And so, they stay stuck year after year, decade after decade, wondering why life feels so empty. Let's try something. Close your eyes for a moment. Picture your life 5 years from now. What do you see? Are you living with purpose? Are you free? Are you proud of who you've become? Or are you in the same place, still waiting for someday? If that second picture scares you, good. Fear is a signal. It's telling you it's time to change. The silent trap is conformity. It's doing what everyone else does, thinking what everyone else thinks. It's letting society write your story. It's settling for a life that's good enough when you know you were made for more. It's like being a ship adrift at sea, tossed by every wave, never choosing a destination. But you're not a drifter. You're not here to follow the crowd. You're here to chart your own course. So what's stopping you? What's holding you back from choosing your path today? Imagine you're in a theater, watching the movie of your life. Are you the hero, boldly forging your path? Or are you a background character, blending into the crowd, letting the plot happen to you? This is your story. You're the director. What scene will you write next? The strangest secret isn't just a theory. It's a formula that works. Let me share some stories to prove it. In the 1960s, a man named Jim heard my recording. He was a factory worker, living paycheck to paycheck, feeling like life had dealt him a losing hand. But Jim decided to think differently. He set a goal to become a top salesman. He visualized himself closing deals, shaking hands, living a life of abundance. He studied sales techniques, practiced daily, and took bold steps. Within 5 years, Jim was one of the best in his company, earning more than he ever dreamed. His secret? He changes thoughts. Then there's Maria, a single mother in the 1980s. She was drowning in bills, overwhelmed by doubt, feeling like her dreams were out of reach. But she heard my message and made a choice. She started thinking about abundance, not lack. She set a goal to open a small bakery. Every day, she imagined her shop bustling with customers, the smell of fresh bread filling the air. She saved every penny, learned recipes, and took risks. Today, her bakery is a local legend, and Maria's story inspires everyone who meets her. Or consider Tom, a college dropout in the 1990s. He felt like a failure, stuck in a dead-end job, but he decided to think like a winner. He set a goal to become a motivational speaker. He visualized himself on stage, inspiring thousands. He studied great orators, practiced in front of mirrors, and started small, speaking at local events. Today, Tom travels the world, changing lives with his words. Then there's Lisa, a teacher in the 2000s who felt unfulfilled, like her potential was locked away. She heard my message and decided to act. She set a goal to start her own nonprofit to help underprivileged kids. She imagined classrooms filled with hope, children smiling, lives transformed. She worked nights, built partnerships, and pushed through rejection. Today, her organization has helped thousands of kids, and Lisa's life is a testament to the power of thought. And let's not forget Michael, a middle-aged accountant in the 2010s. He was comfortable but bored, craving a life of adventure. He set a goal to become a travel photographer. He visualized his photos in magazines, his travels inspiring others. He took photography classes, saved for a camera, and started sharing his work online. Today, Michael's photos have been featured globally, and he's living a life he once only dreamed of. Finally, there's Sarah, a young graphic designer in the 2020s. She felt stuck in a corporate job, her creativity stifled. She heard my message and decided to freelance. She imagined building a portfolio that wowed clients, working on projects she loved. She took online courses, networked, and pitched her work tirelessly. Today, Sarah runs her own design studio, creating art that inspires. These aren't fairy tales. These are real people who discovered the power of their thoughts. They didn't wait for permission. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They started where they were. And so can you. Let's pause. Are you still with me? Because this is where most people slip. They hear the truth, they feel the spark, but then they let it fade. Why? Because of the enemy within. Fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of the unknown. It's a silent assassin, whispering, "You're not enough. It's too hard. Why even try?" But here's the truth. Fear is a liar. It's not a wall. It's a shadow. It's just a thought. And you can change your thoughts. The moment you choose to think courage, to think possibility, fear loses its grip. It's like flipping a switch in your mind. You don't eliminate fear. You overpower it. Right now, you're at crossroads. You can keep listening to fear, staying safe, staying small, or you can choose to think bigger, to act bolder, to live louder. Which path will you take? Don't answer with words. Answer with action. Because every moment you hesitate, you're building a life you don't want. Let me share a personal story. When I first started broadcasting, I was terrified. My voice shook. My palms sweated. I thought, who am I to speak to thousands? But I made a choice. I chose to think confidence. I chose to act despite the fear. That choice changed my life. It led me to create the strangest secret. It led me to this moment, speaking to you. Fear didn't stop me. Don't let it stop you. Think of fear as a dragon guarding your dreams. It looks fierce, but it's made of smoke. The strangest secret is your sword. Wield it. Think success. Act with courage. Slay the dragon. Your treasure, your destiny, is waiting. So, how do you harness this secret? How do you turn your thoughts into a force for transformation? It's not about one grand gesture. It's about small, deliberate habits that rewire your mind over time. Here's your daily roadmap. Set a crystal clear goal. Write down one thing you want to achieve. Be specific. Not, I want to be rich, but I want to earn $100,000 a year by launching my own consulting business. Clarity is your compass. Without it, you're lost. Visualize every morning. Spend 5 minutes picturing your success. See it in vivid detail. The office, the clients, the freedom. Feel the pride, the joy, the certainty. Your mind can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. Use that to your advantage. Guard your mind. Stop consuming junk, negative news, toxic people, mindless scrolling. Feed your brain with books, podcasts, and conversations that inspire growth. You wouldn't eat poison. Don't think poison. Take one step daily. Thinking alone isn't enough. Act, even if it's small. Make a call. Write a plan. Sign up for a course. Action turns dreams into reality. Every step forward is a victory. Reflect every night. Ask yourself, what did I do today to move toward my goal? If the answer is nothing, don't beat yourself up. Just commit to doing better tomorrow. Growth is a marathon, not a sprint. Practice gratitude. Start each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's possible. It's like sunlight for your soul. Affirm your worth. Speak to yourself like a champion. Say, I am capable. I am worthy. I am unstoppable. Your words shape your thoughts, and your thoughts shape your life. Learn continuously. Commit to learning something new every day. Read a page. Watch a tutorial. Ask a question. Knowledge fuels growth, and growth fuels success. Surround yourself with winners. Seek out people who lift you up, who challenge you to be better. Your environment shapes your thoughts as much as your choices do. Celebrate small wins. Every step forward counts. Acknowledge your progress. It fuels your momentum and reminds you that you're on the right path. These habits aren't glamorous. They're not complicated, but they're powerful. They're the difference between a life of regret and a life of triumph. They're the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Start today. One thought, one step. That's all it takes. Let's talk about imagination. It's your secret weapon, but most people let it gather dust. As a child, you imagined without limits. You were an astronaut, a rock star, a hero. Your mind was a playground of possibility. But somewhere along the way, life told you to grow up, to be realistic. And that's when you started shrinking. Imagination is your mind's workshop. It's where you design your future. When you imagine success, you're not just daydreaming. You're programming your brain. You're telling it what to create. Albert Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. He was right. Knowledge tells you what is. Imagination shows you what's possible. Try this. Close your eyes. Picture your ideal life. See the house you live in, the work you do, the people you love. Hear the laughter. Feel the pride, the freedom. The more you imagine it, the more real it becomes. Your brain starts finding ways to make it happen. It's like planting a seed and watching it grow. But imagination isn't just about dreaming. It's about problem solving. When you face a challenge, imagine solutions. When you hit a wall, imagine climbing over it. When the world says, it's impossible, imagine proving them wrong. Your imagination is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Let me tell you about Walt Disney. He was told his ideas were crazy, that a theme park like Disneyland would never work. But Walt imagined it. He saw families laughing, children wide-eyed, a place where dreams came to life. He held that vision in his mind, and he built it. Today, millions visit his parks every year. That's the power of imagination. What will you imagine? We live in a noisy world. Notifications pinging, opinions shouting, distractions pulling you in every direction. It's easy to lose yourself in the chaos. It's easy to forget who you are, but you don't have to. You can choose silence. You can choose focus. You can choose you. Most people are addicted to noise because it's easier than facing themselves. It's easier to scroll than to dream. Easier to complain than to create. Easier to follow the crowd than to forge your own path. But you're not most people. You're here, listening, ready to rise. So, turn off the noise. Carve out time each day to think, to plan, to imagine. Sit with a notebook and ask, what do I really want? Write without censoring. Let your soul speak. You'll be amazed at what comes up. That's your truth. That's your map. And when the world tries to pull you back, when doubt creeps in, when naysayers tell you to be realistic, remember this. The world doesn't get to write your story. You do. Your thoughts do. Your choices do. So choose wisely. Choose boldly. Choose you. Think of your life as a canvas. Every thought you think, every action you take, is a brushstroke. Will you paint a masterpiece, vibrant and bold, or will you let the world smear your canvas with gray? The brush is in your hand. What will you create? By now, you're starting to see the truth. Success isn't about luck, talent, or circumstance. It's about clarity. It's about knowing who you are, what you want, and why you're here. Most people never find that clarity. They chase trends, follow crowds, and wake up one day wondering, how did I get here? But you're different. You're awake. You're ready. So, let's make it crystal clear. Grab a pen. Answer these questions, and don't hold back. What do I want my life to look like in 5 years? Not what your parents want. Not what society expects. What you want. What's stopping me from starting today? Be honest. Is it fear? Time? Money? Name it. What's one step I can take right now? It doesn't have to be big. Just one step. Why does this matter to me? Dig deep. What's the fire behind your dream? Who will I become if I achieve this? Picture that person. How do they feel? How do they live? What legacy do I want to leave? How do I want to be remembered? What would I do if I knew I couldn't fail? Let your imagination run wild. These questions aren't easy. They force you to face yourself. They strip away the excuses and lay your truth bare. But that's where the magic happens. When you answer them, you'll feel it, a spark, a fire. That's purpose. That's power. And once you have it, nothing can stop you. Let me share a personal moment. Years ago, I sat down with a notebook and asked myself these questions. I was at a crossroads, unsure of my path. But as I wrote, I found clarity. I realized I wanted to inspire people, to share the principles of success with the world. That clarity led me to create The Strangest Secret. It led me to this moment, speaking to you. Clarity changes everything. Find yours. Let's talk about the real enemy, mediocrity. It's not failure that kills dreams. It's settling. It's choosing comfort over courage. It's saying, this is good enough, when you know you were made for more. Mediocrity is a slow poison. It creeps in when you stop thinking big, when you stop pushing, when you let life happen to you instead of making life happen. But you weren't born for average. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to stand out, to create, to inspire. Deep down, you know it. You feel it. That restlessness in your soul. That's your potential screaming to be unleashed. So, fight mediocrity with everything you've got. Fight it with your thoughts. Fight it with your actions. Fight it with your refusal to give up. Every time you choose to think bigger, to act bolder, to dream louder, you're winning. You're claiming the life you were meant to live. Think of a marathon runner. They don't stop at mile 10 because it's good enough. They push through pain, doubt, and exhaustion because they see the finish line. Your life is that marathon. The finish line is the life you dream of. Don't stop short. Keep running. Success isn't a sprint. It's a journey. And the key to that journey is persistence. Most people give up too soon. They try once, twice, maybe 3 times, and when they don't see results, they quit. But success doesn't work that way. Success rewards those who keep going, who keep thinking, who keep acting, even when the road is rough. I once said, never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. That's the truth. Time is moving, whether you act or not. 5 years from now, you'll be 5 years older. The question is, will you be living your dream or still wishing for it? Let me tell you about Thomas Edison. He failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. Thousands. But he didn't see those failures as defeats partire, he saw them as steps toward success. He kept thinking. He kept working. He kept imagining. And because of his persistence, the world was changed. What will your persistence change? Persistence isn't just about effort. It's about faith. Faith in yourself, in your dream, in the strangest secret. It's believing that your thoughts will lead you to your goal, even when the path is unclear. It's getting up one more time than you fall. It's choosing to move forward, even when the odds seem stacked against you. Think of a river carving a canyon. It doesn't happen overnight. It's the steady, relentless flow of water, year after year, that shapes the rock. Your persistence is that river. Your dream is the canyon. Keep flowing. Keep shaping. Your masterpiece is forming. Let's go deeper. Success isn't just about achieving goals. It's about becoming the person you were meant to be. It's about having the courage to be you, unapologetically. The world will try to mold you, to fit you into its box. It will tell you to play small, to follow the rules, to be like everyone else. But you weren't born to be a copy. You were born to be an original. Being you takes courage. It means standing up for your dreams, even when others don't understand. It means trusting your vision, even when the path is foggy. It means loving yourself enough to believe you're worthy of greatness. Let me tell you about Oprah Winfrey. She grew up in poverty, faced unimaginable challenges, and was told she'd never make it in television. But Oprah had a vision. She believed in her voice, her story, her purpose. She thought about success, not limitations. She persisted through rejection and doubt. Today, she's one of the most influential women in the world. Why? Because she had the courage to be herself. You have that same courage inside you. It's there, waiting to be tapped. So, stop hiding. Stop shrinking. Let the world see who you are. Let your thoughts shine. Let your dreams roar. The world needs you. Not a version of you that fits in, but the real you, bold and unstoppable. Your success isn't just about you. It's about the lives you touch, the people you inspire, the legacy you leave. When you think big, act boldly, and live your truth, you create a ripple effect. Your courage inspires others. Your achievements lift those around you. Your story becomes a beacon for those still searching for their path. Think of my recording, The Strangest Secret. It wasn't just a message, it was a movement. It inspired Jim, Maria, Tom, Lisa, Michael, Sarah, and countless others. My thoughts, shared with the world, created ripples that are still felt today. Your thoughts can do the same. Imagine the people in your life, your family, friends, community. How will your success change them? Maybe your courage inspires your sibling to chase their dream. Maybe your business creates jobs for others. Maybe your story motivates a stranger to take their first step. Your success is never just yours. It's a gift to the world. So, don't play small. Don't hold back. Think big, not just for you, but for everyone your life will touch. You're not just building a future, you're building a legacy. What ripples will you create? Let's talk about time. It's the one resource you can't get back. Every second that passes is a moment you'll never reclaim. Most people waste time waiting for the perfect moment to start. They say, I'll do it when I'm ready, or I'll start when things settle down. But here's the truth. The perfect moment doesn't exist. The only moment you have is now. I once said, the time is now. The person is you. That's not just a catchy phrase. It's a call to action. Every great achievement in history began with someone deciding to act in the present moment. They didn't wait for permission. They didn't wait for certainty. They thought success, and they acted. Think of Martin Luther King Jr. He didn't wait for the world to be ready for change. He thought equality, spoke truth, and acted in the face of danger. His thoughts and actions changed history. What will your actions change? Right now, you have a choice. You can let this moment slip away, carried off by distractions or doubt, or you can seize it. You can think success. You can take one step. You can start building the life you were meant to live. The power is in the now. Don't let it pass you by. We're at the end, but this isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning. You've heard the strangest secret. You know the formula. You've seen the proof. But knowledge isn't enough. Action is. Courage is. Faith is. Close your eyes one last time. Imagine yourself a year from now. You follow the habits. You've guarded your mind. You've taken bold steps. You're not perfect, but you're proud. You're living with purpose. You're free. You're you. You wake up every day knowing you're on the right path, building a life that matters. You feel alive, unstoppable, fulfilled. The world looks different because you've changed. You've become the person you were born to be. Now, imagine the alternative. A year from now, you've done nothing. You've let fear win. You're still stuck, still wishing, still waiting. The same doubts, the same regrets, the same empty promises to yourself. Which future do you choose? This is your moment. Not tomorrow. Not when you're ready. Right now. The world is waiting for you to step up, to think differently, to live boldly. As I said long ago, the time is now. The person is you. So, take the first step. Write your goal. Imagine your success. Act today, and never ever stop. You have the secret. You have the power. You have everything you need to build the life you were born to live. The question is, will you? The answer is up to you. Go make it happen. The world is watching. Your future is waiting. Don't let it down. You were born for this. Now go prove it.